All right, so we've done creation of docs and collaboration on docs. Now we're going to get into the actual formatting of docs. The first thing I want to do is teach you 3 vitally important keyboard shortcuts. Of course, there are tons and tons of keyboard shortcuts. These 3 are going to, compounded over time, are going to save you a ridiculous amount of time. The first is Control C, that's copy. Second is Control V, that's paste. Some of you probably already know these, that's okay. It's important. And the last one is Control Z, which is undo. Okay, if you learn these, and on a Mac it's going to be Command C, Command V, Command Z. If you learn these, you're going to save lots and lots and lots of time. So we're all going to practice Control C. So I do Command C on the Mac, and I Control V, Command V, which is a paste. If I want to undo that, I can Control Z as far as I want. I could undo all this too. And if I want to redo, that's Control Y or Command Y, so I can always redo all the stuff I was just doing. Keep those in mind. Even if you're only using like 1 or 2 of those, it's going to save you lots and lots of time. So remember those. The next thing deals with copying and pasting. And what's great is it used to be part of the normal basic formatting bar. I think so many people didn't use it, including myself, that they took it away. But you may find a time where it's actually useful. And that's something called the web clipboard. They moved it into edit. Like I said, it used to be within the bar there. But the web clipboard, what it allows me to do is basically copy multiple things to be used in multiple apps or all over the place within Google products. So when you do Control C, the last thing you copied is just kicked out of the memory, and that's the newest thing. But if I want this, say it's something actually important other than gibberish, I can copy that to the web clipboard or get an error, edit, copy that, and then maybe I want this copied into the web clipboard, and you get the idea. So I can have multiple things in the web clipboard, and then let's say I was using that and I needed some sentence in a spreadsheet for some reason. I can always paste those from my web clipboard. So you get the idea. Not terribly useful, but you might find a use, so I thought I'd show you. All right, next, I just want to cruise through this bar, spending the most time on links, but it is important to talk about all the basic formatting since it's important. You need to know what you're doing. All right, so print is obvious. That's going to connect with either local printers or cloud print, however you have it set up. Undo is a Control Z, Command Z. Redo is a Command Y. Keyboard shortcuts are a good thing. Paid format, you may use it more than me. I don't do much formatting as far as colors and other things, but I'll just show you what the paid format does. Let's say I have this, red, and I don't know, the background's green or something like that, and part of my document has that formatting, and I want a different part of my document to have the same stuff. If I click within that formatting, whatever it is, and then I choose the paint format, and then I select some other things, it just changes the format of all of that. Probably more useful when you have more things formatted other than color and background color, text color and background color. Anyway, I'm going to undo those because those are pretty irritating colors. All right, next is not font, type of font, but it's actually font style. This we're going to get into specifically when we talk about table of contents. So I'm going to hold off on that until we get there. Next is font. Google's always making things better. This used to be a list of, I think, 3 to 5, and now you can see we're all the way up over 10, so that's pretty exciting. Font size, these are all looking familiar. Bold, italic, underline. Text color, background color. Use background color if you want to highlight something in yellow. Link I'll come back to in a minute because we're going to spend time on that. Comments, this is the quick way to get there. All of your alignment, justify, line spacing. Numbering things, right? So if I want this list numbered, I highlight some things, number that. You can see it took my line returns to be numbers as well. I can also just bullet those, right? And then indent and increase and decrease indents within the bulleted system. Clear formatting is exactly what it sounds like. All right, let's talk links for a minute. The time I want to use links, and you can do this in Gmail and all over the place, it basically just cleans things up. So I use it in email when I say, you should check out this link, and I'm, sending someone to, let's stick with Brewers. I'm sending someone to a Good Brewers article. I want to send them to this article. Well, I need the URL, the address of the article, and in an email, I can, go like this, and I can send it to them, and it'll be just fine. And even within a document, so let's get to this, document application. If I have students and I have them doing a web quest or going on, to research things, find answers, I could just paste URLs like this, and that's going to work just fine. It's not going to look as clean as it can look, so I'm going to undo a bit. I still have that copied, and what I do is I highlight this link, so the words I want linked, and then I do the little insert link. I love that we're still using a chain link for link. Anyway, I paste that in the web address, and I hit OK. And now you can see this just looks much cleaner. So I can even say to students, check out this NASA page and find, and then I have them find some answers. So then I can do I can find a good NASA Jupiter page. Let's say we're finding out about Jupiter. And I can have them, read this homepage, and I can have them find out how big it is or something like that. So I can grab the URL of this page, and then I can say, check out this probably Jupiter NASA page, and link that to the web address instead of having all of this junk out in the handout. So it really just cleans things up, gives it a nice look, and that's basic formatting.